There were a few scattered cedar trees through it, but it looked like an old, the most common description of the cedar glades here by soldiers was it was an old field. It looked like an area that had been cleared for cultivation, but then maybe farmed for a couple of years and then allowed to grow up. So it had some grass in it. We've got here on the battlefield, we've got a couple of cedar glades still scattered around in some different places that are fairly healthy. They're very small, but they actually have more of the look of what the cedar glade would have been as opposed to this one. So there's one just a short distance on down Alexander Bridge Road. That's the one I always take people to when I'm trying to get them to envision what a cedar glade would look like. So.
Is it on the road?
No, it's not. It's just off of the road. You've got to know where to stop and then walk into the woods to do it. So, Sergeant Major Green of the 9th Kentucky says, finally about 9:30, the order was given to advance and attack the enemy. We soon were up and with our skirmish line. They fell into their position with the regiment and the fighting began. We were in range of the enemy's small arms and the artillery was sending their regular hail of shot and shell at us. We had been ordered to reserve our fire until we were in close range. A perfect shower of grape shot tore through our ranks. Some of you all might be able to look and see the guns of the 4th Indiana Battery are just over here across the road. So, yeah, we haven't gotten it thinned enough yet to really pick up on that, but hopefully that'll be evident to you here in just a few minutes. The enemy were pouring in a volley of mini balls upon us. We fired a volley and rushed upon them. They were posted behind breastworks made of logs. There was so much undergrowth in the woods we were charging through that our artillery could not get into position to fire upon them. On the left of our line, the Confederate forces, meaning Claiborne's division, had not come up. So the enemy to our left poured their fire into us, as did those directly in our front. In just a minute, we're going to be advancing in that direction, and you'll be able to see the Union monuments more clearly to represent the Union line. Major Moss writes, we charged their works, but receiving a very heavy enfilading fire from both artillery and musketry on the left, and a severe fire from the front, Lieutenant Colonel James W. Hewitt and a great many officers and men having been killed and wounded, I assumed command of the regiment and ordered them to fall back, which they did in good order. I fell back about 75 yards, then, this is the 2nd Kentucky. I joined with the 9th, which was on my right, and we've reformed and made a second charge and got within 40 yards of the enemy's works and drove them out of their first line of entrenchments. But the enfilading fire from the left became so heavy that we were again forced back. When we walk down here just a little bit further and go over the rise, you'll be able to see just how close we are to the Union line. Questions or observations here?
Where would the left of their line be?
Well, we've got to go. This is the 9th Kentucky's marker right here, so we'll go down to the 2nd.